Breaking news: Russia. At the first state award ceremony since the Wagner Mutiny, Putin ignored his country's armed forces. According to reports, none of the recipients of Russia's first state awards following the Wagner Group rebellion against President Vladimir Putin's authority were currently serving members of the military. Russia's highest honors were bestowed upon those who selflessly defended the constitutional order of Russia on June 24, the day of the mutiny, during a ceremony held in the Kremlin Palace on Wednesday. After the Wagner Group, led by Yevgeny Prigozhin, seized military facilities in Rostov-on-Don and marched on Moscow, Putin said, "Everyone in his post showed courage and did everything possible to fulfill his official and civic duty." Despite Putin's claims that the awards would also recognize those involved in the special military operation, the Kremlin's term for the invasion of Ukraine, the independent Russian-language news outlet Agentstvo noted that none of the awardees on Wednesday were currently serving members of the military. According to the news source, none were military pilots who died during the mutiny, and, so far, the Russian authorities have not presented state awards to the military for resisting the rebellion. As part of the investigation into the mutiny, Agentstvo has taken note of reports of a purge within the army. Prigozhin's ally and Aerospace Forces commander Sergei Surovikin hasn't been seen in public since June. Putin's reported concerns about the loyalty of his security services and military officers led him to reinforce his National Guard with the Grom Special Forces unit last month, after the rebellion. The Kremlin website has a transcript and video of the event, which shows that Putin did award 2 posthumous medals to the commanders of the 123rd Motorized Rifle Brigade and Assault Group, Colonel Denis Ivanov and Captain Roman Vorobyov. Last month, a car Ivanov was riding in on a base in Ukraine's Luhansk Oblast was reportedly struck by a kamikaze drone or a missile, killing Ivanov. However, Agentstvo pointed out that the only people in the Russian National Guard and the Ministry of Internal Affairs who were honored for their roles in suppressing the mutiny. 2 regional internal affairs officials were honored for their bravery on June 24 when the Wagner columns traveled through their regions. One was from the Lipetsk region, and the other was from the Voronezh region. 2 members of Russia's National Guard, Rogvardia, an internal military force separate from the army that reports directly to Putin, were also awarded medals for bravery. Colonel Dmitry Makarov, who heads the Rostov 685th Separate Mixed Aviation Regiment for the National Guard, was the other honoree. According to Agentstvo, this proved that the Defense Ministry and the National Guard were actively engaged in repelling Wagner's group on June 24 as they advanced on Moscow, and the clashes were not only in the air, but also on the ground. Russian officials previously claimed that Wagner had shot down only military planes. There were 12 people aboard a Ka-52 helicopter and an Il-22M plane. According to publicly available data, multiple Mi-8 helicopters were also shot down.